Right then, let's get this over with, shall we? I'm a cinema fan before I'm a Transformers fan. I love the medium of cinema as a storytelling device. I've been raised on movies. My mother is a cinemaphile. Her library of VHSs, when we used VHS, covered the one entire wall of our living room. Film is something that is so much part of my life that I couldn't even conceive of existing without it. I like cinema. That's also the reason why I hate particular directors, particular personages within cinema who create the kind of movies that are the nutritional equivalent of Big Macs, of microwave ready meals. And that's what Michael Bay is. I despise Michael Bay. I despise Roland Emmerich. I despise Uwe Boll. And these people who obviously have no love for the medium whatsoever, no notion of what storytelling is, of what beauty is, they create movies that are written by committee and are designed to make money. They treat their audience with utter contempt. Utter contempt. Michael Bay and his ilk don't like to think that their audiences have minds to make up about anything. They just throw shit at you. Michael Bay's movies, the effect of watching a Michael Bay movie can be simulated by strapping oneself to a very large chair that's on springs whilst rabid baboons shake you from side to side, shrieking in your ears, whilst another one throws Technicolor shit in your face. That is what a Michael Bay movie is. And I know I was nice to the first Transformers film. I know that I made excuses for it. You will notice that I didn't follow up with a review of Revenge of the Fallen on this channel. The reason being, Revenge of the Fallen gave me a fucking headache. It was an awful movie. Fucking god awful in every respect. It had no story, it had no plot, rhythm, no sense of character, the direction was fucking awful, the action was shit, the effects were bad. I couldn't tell what was going on the screen half the fucking time. Dark of the Moon. Now, I had high hopes for Dark of the Moon. Not high hopes, no, that is hyperbole to the nth degree. I don't have any fucking hope for anything that Michael Bay touches. But I'd heard things. I'd heard from certain critics, people online who like cinema, that it wasn't too bad. Not that it was good, that it wasn't too bad. They are wrong. This movie commits every single sin that Revenge of the Fallen does, and it does it bigger, badder, more insultingly. The movie is chronic ball ache. There's nothing else to it. It's a migraine on celluloid. It has no plot, no characters. It's just an excuse for these elaborate action set pieces that are like video games or cartoons. And that's not a bad thing in a video game or in a cartoon, but in a 2.5 hour long movie I do demand plot. I demand actual characters rather than the racial stereotypes, the walking tits and arse, I'm sorry, the love interests that you get in Michael Bay movies. Yeah, Michael Bay is as misogynistic as he is racist in his movies. Every racial stereotype is in this movie, like it is in Revenge of the Fallen. And the women are either these frosty, near sociopathic bitches, or they are walking tits and arse that the camera lingers over lasciviously in the manner of, you know, those hideous harem anime series which just consist of leg and upskirt shots of prepubescent girls. It's got that hideous, cringeworthy feeling to it. And you know, I don't care how many fucking references to Transformers you're going to throw in there? I need something more from a movie than a fistful of very vague Transformers references thrown in my fucking face. In fact, if you want a better experience, sit down and get someone to throw your Transformers collection in your face one by one. That, I assure you, will be a much more pleasant experience than this turgid, overlong, plotless piece of shit. Oh God, I didn't even understand what the fuck was going on half the time, because characters come in, they're introduced, they come in, they do the weirdest things, they act in the weirdest ways, they shriek at one another, dance about, do weird things, and then they're killed. That's it. And it's the effect, it's like watching one of those fucking Tango adverts from the mid-90s, where someone would come up to someone randomly in the street, burst a balloon or something, or slap them in the face and run away. It's got that feeling about it. And the action, people say, oh well, Michael Bay is an action director. No, he fucking isn't. He couldn't direct action to save his fucking life. Christopher Nolan is a good action director. J.J. Abrams is a good action director. Michael Bay is like Roland Emmerich. You can't tell what's going on. The camera shifts about, it shakes, it swoops. It's like it's being handled by a chimp with ADHD. You can't tell what the fuck is happening on screen. Transformers are introduced that weren't there before, that look exactly like all the others. They start scrapping and suddenly you can't tell one from the other. One of them dies and you have no idea what the fuck has gone on. Oh, Jesus. It's you know, I think as I'm maturing, darlings, I think I'm losing my patience with this kind of movie, this kind of cinema. There was a part of me at one time that would sit back and just say, you know what, it's a popcorn movie. It's a fucking Big Mac movie. You're not supposed to analyze it. But you know what? Fuck that. Fuck that. If I'm going to pay and sit down to watch a piece of cinema, I want something that at the very least is going to treat me as if I have an iota of fucking intelligence. Alright? Just one shred, one smidgen of intelligence. That's all I ask for. And this movie doesn't. It's a pile of rancid, shrieking, dentist drill, ball ache, migraine-inducing horseshit.